Canelo Alvarez announces his next fight, and David Benavidez, Mexican-American champion, rips the talented superstar Canelo Alvarez. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App. That's $ Boxing Ego for the Cash App, $ Boxing Ego, and the Patreon family. We working. Before I get started on this Canelo David Benavidez video, smash the like button. If you're new, consider subscribing. I drop daily content. And another great way to support the channel, ESPN Plus. Use my link in the description. It does help the channel continue to grow and push out content like this. ESPN Plus, they got a ton of original content, docuseries, documentaries, archive footage, boxing, UFC, and much more. $5.99 a month for ESPN Plus as a standalone app, or you can get the bundle. This includes ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus, all three apps, one low price of $12.99. And again, it does help the channel. Now, Canelo Alvarez, I was born ready. He announced today, him and his trainer, they're free agents. People wanted to know his next move. At first, it looked like Caleb Plant could be the person that he was going to fight, but that deal didn't go through, and he's going back to DAZN, at least for a fight, and they announced it right here. He is going to be facing at 168 a champion from the UK, Callum Smith, Eddie Hearn fighter, December 19th. Not much is known about, the details about is there a rehydration clause? Is there a crowd that they will accept? And, that's basically the latest. Callum Smith won the World Boxing Super Series. It says the pound-for-pound king is back. Canelo's been pretty inactive, hasn't fought since last year, so it's good to see he gets a fight in. Now, one person who wasn't too chipper or happy about this matchup was David Benavidez. David Benavidez, used this and poked fun at Canelo Alvarez, and you should see it on the screen. He says, is it just me, or is it kind of whack that the great Canelo gave Callum Smith only 4 weeks to get ready for a fight? LOL. That ish is weak to me, to be honest. So he says, is it just me, or is it kind of whack that the great Canelo, he would give Callum Smith 4 weeks to get ready for a fight? LOL. Ish is weak, to be honest. So he says that's kind of weak that he's not giving Callum Smith a full camp, which when you put it like that, this is what happened with Kovalev too, And then he took this moment to make this joke And David Benavidez says, next person I'm going to fight, I'm going to give him a 3 weeks notice since y'all think nothing is wrong with that. So he feels like that was a weak move on behalf of Canelo. Then he posted something about Caleb Plant. Those two have kind of went back and forth. And then he posted this picture of Birdman. What happened to that boy? I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name. Don't tangle and twist it, you heard me? He said, my reaction when I heard Callum Smith got the fight with Canelo. He said Canela. He put an A. He did that on purpose instead of me. And he got his arms crossed when Birdman was on with Charlemagne in the Breakfast Club or whatever. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name. Quit effing with my name. He said my reaction when I heard Caleb got the fight. So the reason he's saying this is because he's been calling out Canelo. Listen, on my channel, I pushed for the fight. David Benavidez is young. He just lost his belt on the scale. See, one thing that Canelo did that was kind of suspect was David Benavidez had this belt for a while, the WBC. Then he lost it because of a failed drug test because he had cocaine in his system. Then he won the belt back by beating Anthony Durrell. Durrell had never been stopped before, but Benavidez was talented enough to stop him, and he got his belt back. But then after the pandemic, you know, he wasn't able to make weight, and they didn't have a sauna room or whatever in the bubble. So he missed weight, and as you know, per the rules, he was unable to fight for his title. Even though the dude that I just showed you, he destroyed him and got him out of there. A guy Angulo, who had never been knocked out before. So it was a hell of a fight performance. The way he throws his punches is crazy. Combination punches is crazy. He's called out Canelo crazy. And, you know, it looks like he's just making fun of Canelo because he's fighting Caleb Smith instead of himself. And like I said, the thing that was a little bit weak for Canelo is when David Benavidez had the belt twice, we didn't hear about Canelo trying to face him, even though David Benavidez and his pops have called out Canelo. One's Mexican from Guadalajara, Mexico. Benavidez is a Mexican-American from Arizona. There's only a few places you can fight legally with the crowd during this pandemic, and one of them is Texas. So I went to the Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia card, and the co-feature was Jay Leon Love and David Benavidez, and I seen it firsthand that the crowd came out and he got a standing ovation, Benavidez, when he got the knockout. And after his performance, there were a lot of people celebrating him in the crowd. I was like right next to him, and I think it would be a big, massive fight with Canelo. So we'll see what Canelo decides to do. This is when Billy Joe Saunders called out Canelo for basically the same thing. He said, I didn't see Canelo Alvarez wanting the WBC belt when David Benavidez had it a week ago. Cherry picker. So I don't know. It is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. David Benavidez felt a type of way, so he posted what he posted. I would love to see Canelo versus one of the PBC guys, Charlo, even though he said he's not going to go back down to 160 unless it's for Golovkin. And David Benavidez, Caleb Plant was the original person. I would have preferred all of those fights. Listen, I'm going to say it like this. I'm not going to speculate too much on what Canelo's going to do. He's a free agent. He just got free from Golden Boy. But if he stays on DAZN and tries to cherry pick and fight like Golovkin 3, you've already had 24 rounds. You beat him the last time. He didn't look good versus Deryevchenko. If Canelo just decides to fight, you know, Caleb Smith and not go after fights like this. Look at David Benavidez has been calling out Canelo. He's sitting in the throne, and it says it don't matter who in front of me, I'm gonna make them all bend at the knee. This is, I'm assuming this is supposed to be Canelo because they have red hair, and Canelo has that type of writing. He has a tattoo on his back, just like that scripture. So Benavidez is posting these, having these peasants like bow to him while he's on the throne and posting artwork like this. Him and his pops have called out Canelo. They said they want to fight Caleb Plant. I would really like to see David Benavidez get a fight like this. David Benavidez is a monster, you know. And him and Canelo makes all the sense in the world. You got two Mexican fighters, two guys who have a lot of power. 168, Canelo, that's his new division. It's just a great fight overall. And, you know, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think of David Benavidez finally responding to Canelo versus Callum Smith. Also, what do you think of Callum Smith and Canelo fight? Drop all that in the comment section. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.